Jesus weeping is one of the shortest yet most profound moments recorded in the Bible. The story of Lazarus provides a glimpse into the heart of Jesus, showing his humanity, compassion, and divine power. It's a narrative rich with emotion, lessons on faith, and the ultimate revelation of God's glory. To fully grasp the significance of why Jesus wept, we must journey through the story of Lazarus in Bethany, uncovering the layers of meaning behind his tears and what they reveal about his love for us. The story begins with a message sent to Jesus from Mary and Martha, the sisters of Lazarus. They informed him that Lazarus, whom he loved, was gravely ill. These siblings were not strangers to Jesus. They were his close friends. Their home in Bethany was a place of refuge for him, a place where he could rest and share moments of peace amid the demands of his ministry. When the sisters sent for him, they were confident in his ability to heal. They had witnessed his miracles and believed in his power. Yet, despite their urgent plea, Jesus did something unexpected. Instead of rushing to Bethany to heal Lazarus, he remained where he was for 2 more days. This delay may seem perplexing, even cruel, at first glance. Why would Jesus, who loved Lazarus, choose to wait? The answer lies in his understanding of a greater purpose. Jesus declared to his disciples that this sickness would not end in death, but would serve to glorify God and reveal his power. He knew that by allowing the situation to unfold as it did, a greater truth would be revealed, not only to Mary and Martha, but to all who would witness what was about to happen. His delay was not a denial, but an opportunity for a deeper demonstration of God's glory. When Jesus finally decided to go to Bethany, his disciples were hesitant. Bethany was near Jerusalem, where hostility against Jesus was growing. Yet he was resolute, saying that Lazarus had fallen asleep and that he was going to wake him up. The disciples misunderstood, thinking he spoke of natural sleep, but Jesus clarified, Lazarus was dead. This declaration must have been jarring for them. Why had he waited? Why had he allowed his friend to die? These questions likely swirled in their minds as they followed him. As Jesus approached Bethany, news of his arrival reached Martha. She went out to meet him while Mary remained in the house, overcome with grief. Martha's words to Jesus were filled with both faith and sorrow. Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. Yet even in her pain, she expressed hope, saying, but I know that even now God will give you whatever you ask. Her statement was a mixture of lament and trust, a reflection of her deep belief in his power. Even though she didn't fully grasp what he was about to do, Jesus responded to Martha with a profound declaration, your brother will rise again. She interpreted his words as a reference to the resurrection on the last day, a belief held by many Jews at the time. But Jesus took it further, proclaiming, I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live, even though they die, and whoever lives by believing in me will never die. This was not just a promise for the future, it was a statement of his identity and power in the present. He was not merely a teacher or prophet, he was the source of life itself. Martha affirmed her belief in him as the Messiah, the Son of God. Her faith was evident, yet she still struggled to comprehend the magnitude of what was about to happen. After their conversation, Martha returned to the house and told Mary that Jesus was calling for her. Mary quickly went to him, followed by others who thought she was going to Lazarus's tomb to mourn. When she saw Jesus, she fell at his feet and echoed her sister's words, Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. It was in this moment that Jesus was deeply moved. Seeing Mary's tears and the grief of those around her, he was overwhelmed with emotion. The Bible says he was deeply moved in spirit and troubled. Then, as they led him to the tomb where Lazarus was laid, Jesus wept. These tears were not tears of hopelessness, but of compassion. They revealed his empathy, his shared sorrow with those who mourned, and his love for Lazarus. Jesus, fully divine yet fully human, felt the weight of loss and the sting of death. When Jesus reached the tomb, he instructed them to roll away the stone. Martha hesitated, pointing out that Lazarus had been dead for 4 days and that there would be a strong odor. But Jesus reminded her, "Did I not tell you that if you believe, you will see the glory of God?" Despite her doubts, they obeyed his command. As the stone was removed, Jesus looked up and prayed, thanking his Father for hearing him. His prayer was not for his benefit but for the people standing there, so they might believe that he was sent by God. Then, with a loud voice, Jesus called out, "Lazarus, come out." In that moment, the impossible became reality. Lazarus, who had been dead and buried for 4 days, walked out of the tomb, still wrapped in his grave clothes. The crowd was stunned. This was not just a miracle, it was a declaration of Jesus' authority over life and death. It was a foreshadowing of his own resurrection, a testament to his power and the fulfillment of God's promises. The story of Lazarus is a powerful reminder of God's timing and purpose. It teaches us that even when we don't understand his delays or his ways, we can trust that he is working for our good and his glory. Jesus' tears show us his compassion and his deep love for humanity. He is not distant or detached, he is present in our pain and walks with us through our struggles. In the end, the story of Lazarus is not just about a man being brought back to life. It is about the transformative power of faith, the revelation of God's glory, and the hope we have in Jesus. It is a reminder that even in the darkest moments, there is light. Even in death, there is life. And even in our sorrow, there is hope. Jesus wept because he cared deeply, and his actions proved that his love knows no bounds. The story of Lazarus continues to inspire and encourage, reminding us that with Jesus, nothing is impossible.